Good afternoon, all my dear friends. As we all know that there are countless living organisms on the earth. Of these, the organisms which cannot be seen with our eyes but can only be observed under the microscope are called the microorganisms. And today we are going to discuss about microorganisms. Firstly, we will see about occurrence of microorganism. Microorganisms or microbe is a microscopic organism which may exist in its single cell form or colony of cells. The possible existence of unseen microbial life was suspected from ancient times, such as in the Jain scriptures from 6th century BC in India. The scientific study of microorganisms began with their observation under the microscope in the 16th-17th century by Antony Leeuwenhoek. In the 1850th century, Louis Pasteur found that microorganisms caused food spoilage, debunking the theory of spontaneous generation. In the 1880th century, Robert Koch discovered that microorganisms cause the disease tuberculosis, cholera, diphtheria, and anthrax. And we all know that microorganisms are present all around us in the air, water, soil, food, swag, garbage, as well as in the bodies of plants and animals, including humans. Some microorganisms are solitary, that is, they live singly. Example amoeba, paramecium, whereas some live in colonies. Some microorganisms live on the remains of dead plants and animals. And some microbes are important in human culture and health in many ways, serving to ferment foods and treat swag and to produce fuel, enzymes, and other bioactive compounds. Microbes are essential tools in biology as model organisms and have been put to use in biological warfare and bioterrorism. Microbes are vital component of fertile soil. In the human body, microorganisms make up the human microbiota, including the essential gut flora. The pathogens responsible for many infectious diseases are microbes, and such are the target of hygiene measures. After this, we will observe under microscope. We can take moistened piece of bread or bhakri in a closed box and observe it after 3 or 4 days using a magnifying lens. And then second one, observe a drop of muddy water or water from a stagnant puddle under the compound microscope. And third one, that is, take a drop of yogurt or buttermilk on a glass slide and observe it under a compound microscope. And we cannot see objects smaller than 100 micrometers in the size with our eyes, so we make glass slide of the microorganisms and observe the under compound microscope. And then size of some microbes are here. First is paramecium. Its size is about 100 micrometers. Then size of bacteria of typhoid is 1 to 10 1 to 3 micrometers, and poliovirus 28 nanometer. Microbes measure less than 100 micrometers. Even in these minute organisms, their organelles carry out all life processes within the single cell. And next one is nature of microorganisms. Here, here are variety of some microbes you can see in this chart. Some microorganisms like the fungus that grows on braid or strands of algae in ponds are multicellular. However, most microorganisms such as bacteria and viruses are unicellular. They have somewhat different cellular structure. They do not have the membrane-bound organelles found in eukaryotic cell. The plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleoid are their only components. Such cells are called prokaryotic cell. You can see in this diagram, this is the structure of prokaryotic cell. Here, capsule, cell wall, cell membrane, and cytoplasm. And about this we have understood very well cell membrane and cell wall in before this lecture of period. Then second is growth of microorganism. Each microorganism needs a specific environment for a growth and reproduction, as we all know that. Okay, many organisms need oxygen for their growth, and whereas some microbes can grow without oxygen. Some microorganisms survive even in extreme and adverse conditions, like the ocean floor, ice in polar regions, hot water springs, etc. During adverse conditions, microorganisms form a thick covering around themselves and stop their life processes. On return of favorable conditions, they come out of the protective covering and continue their life processes. And where do the microorganisms grow? That's medium. In medium, soil, water, decaying matter, etc. And temperature may be 25 to 37 degrees Celsius. And nutrition, specific nutrients, example algae, chlorophyll, oxygen. And atmosphere, moist, humid and warm. And according to shape and life processes, microorganisms are classified as algae, fungi, protozoa, bacteria and viruses. And you can try one activity, that is you have to take two earthen pots half filled with soil and mark them A and B, and mix some waste material like garden waste, dung, fruit, peel, vegetable, stalks, paper, scrap, etc. with the soil in pot A, and mix things like pieces of glass, scrap, metal, plastic bags, etc. with the soil in the pot B. Keep both pots at the same spot in the garden and observe them after 3 to 4 weeks. Did the garbage in pot B remain unchanged? No. No, this will be unchanged. There will be no change. And in pot A, there will be changes occur. Why garbage will be disappear in pot A? Because microbes present in a soil, dung, etc. decompose the garbage to obtain food material. As a result, garbage is soon converted into manure of the best quality and our surroundings are kept clean. As in the case of garbage, for a proper swag disposal too, microbes are released into the swag so as to help in the quick decomposition of the organic compound in it. In today's lecture, we have understood about occurrence of microorganisms, and we have learned about observation and measurement, how we will perform with the help of microscope or compound microscope, and we have also got information about nature of microorganisms and in this prokaryotic cell. And in the last we have understood about growth of microorganism, and this is a very important for your point of examination, and I hope you have understood very well. And next for your homework question is that explain what are the microorganisms. Thanks.